last November 11, 2024, for Mayor Gallego, he was supposed to submit the documented feasibility study conducted by the city on the three major projects, the market, the city hall, and the city college. May I know from the COMSEC if these documents have been submitted?
COMSEC, please.
Mr. Chair, they have just submitted the documents today, so we have not yet checked the contents of the envelope that they submitted.
Would it also, may I ask Attorney Jarder, did you submit the documented feasibility study conducted by the city insofar as the three projects are concerned?
Last time I think we have shown the concept design.
The question, Attorney, is for you to submit the documented feasibility study conducted by the city. Have you submitted such? Yes,
Yes,
November 11, 2024.
Yes, but we only have the concept design because that is only the study required by law. We did not submit feasibility. We did not conduct or make the feasibility study, Your Honor.
You're trying to tell this committee you did not conduct a feasibility study insofar as the three infrastructure projects are concerned.
But these are preliminary studies, Your Honor.
You're not answering my question.
Feasibility study.
Is that what you're trying to tell this committee? Na wala po kayong feasibility study na ginawa?
Wala pong feasibility, but yung
Wala.
concept po, yung concept design, which is only the required by law, Your Honor.
Madam Chairman, within the
Chairman Akop is recognized with the indulgence of Chairman. Chairman Paduan is recognized with the indulgence of Chairman Akop.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay, but you submit the conceptual designs ngayon today?
Yes po.
Are you sure of that?
Yes, tatlong project po yun. Tatlo nandyan po pinasabit.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
For clarity, are you saying that those which were submitted are merely conceptual design
We call that conceptual design.
for all the three projects?
Yes po, because that was the requirement of law. And
Which means that for all the three projects, there were no feasibility studies at all.
not exactly feasibility study, Your Honor, but
You said it already,
preliminary
conceptual
studies.
design.
Yes, po.
What you submitted is conceptual design for the three projects and no feasibility study. Can you
feasibility.
confirm?
Yeah, no feasibility per se, Your Honor.
All right. Chairman Akop?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The mayor was also required to submit documentation related to public consultations and agreements with the market vendors. This was an issue raised during the last hearing. Did you submit such?
Your Honor, we have there the list.
My question is, did you submit such, attorney? Please answer my questions properly.
On consultation po.
Yes, the mayor was required to submit documentation related to public consultations and agreements with market vendors. Because during the last hearing, this issue was raised. And you were required to submit such documentations. Kasi sinabi ninyo, meron kayong consultation na ginawa. Hindi po ako matanda para makalimutan ko yung nangyari no November 11.
Meron po kaming consultation.
Now, did you submit evidence of such consultation?
Hindi kami nakasubmit po kasi yung binasihan namin po ito lang eh. Ito lang po.
Attorney Jarder, please answer directly the query of the members of this committee or else magka-problema tayo dito, Christmas pa naman. Huwag kang magpalusot, attorney. Direct ang sagutin mo.
Opo, yun na nga yung totoo po.
Tanong ka, did you submit or not?
Wala po.
O yun na po.
Wala pa po. Kasi
Hindi,
ito po yung ito
Gagawin mo,
sila na.
tapos mo na ako. Attorney, since the very first day of the hearing, that was November 11, ganun na po ang attitude mo. Kaya tatanungin pa kita. Pastos mo dito sa committee ng this institution. And it is a contempt of all offense. You better, that's my last warning to you, attorney. Sinabi ko na kay Mayor, yung nakaraan pa. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All the resource persons who are directed to make such compliance are reminded to strictly comply, whether it is included in the written notice or manifested during the previous hearings. In both cases, there are lawful orders of this committee and non-compliance to which will warrant a citation of contempt. Chairman Akop.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the treasurer and the finance officers, they were required to submit a detailed financial report of Silay City's 2023 annual budget to verify the city's borrowing capacity and repayment capabilities, outlining the plan for managing the loan repayments within the context of existing budget constraints. May I know, COMSEC, whether the treasurer and other finance officers submitted such document?
Comsec.
Mr. Chair, it would appear that they have not included those documents in the list that they submitted just now.
Is the treasurer of Silay City present?
Comsec, whether the treasurer is present and whether she or he submitted a letter for the purpose of today's hearing. Ma'am, are you the treasurer?
No, ma'am, I would like to answer that the treasurer is not here and the accountant because the back members are only invited. The last letter we received is the back members only to attend.
The invitation is for the back members only, and you're trying to say that the treasurer is not a member of back. Comsec, kindly confirm whether the treasurer was invited or not.
Was the treasurer present in the last hearing? COMSEC? Attorney, have to check our of your microphone.
I'm sorry po.
Before we proceed, we recognize the presence of the Honorable Congressman Dale B. Corvera, of the Second District of Agusan del Norte. Sir, thank you for coming.
Madam Chair, I'm asking COMSEC to confirmation if indeed the committee has sent an invitation to the city treasurer.
Comsec, kindly
Silay.
confirm whether the city treasurer attended the last hearing of this committee.
Was the treasurer included in the invitation was sent to Silay?
The second is inquiries whether the invitation includes the city treasurer of Silay.
I think, based on my recollection, that city treasurer was present during the last hearing. So it follows that he should be present today.
Because until such time that the committee hearing is concluded, all the invitees should be present in every scheduled committee hearing. This is a continuing hearing. So that also applies to the invitation sent to these individuals, Madam Chair. So I don't know if, may we also ask the COMSEC if the city treasurer sent us a letter regarding his absence or her absence today? So I don't know how the committee will deal with this apparent insult to the committee.
Madam Chair,
Chairman Akop.
may I move that we issue a show cause order to the treasurer of the city of Silay for failing to attend this hearing and for failing also to submit a detailed financial report of Silay City's 2023 annual budget as directed in the last hearing. So move, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to issue a show cause order to the city treasurer of Silay on two grounds. One is the failure to attend in today's hearing and the failure to submit the financial report which is being required by this committee. The motion is duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being no objection, the motion is hereby granted.
Madam Chair.
Chairman Akop.
Yes, thank you. Attorney Jarder was also required in the last hearing to furnish this committee with a copy of the loan agreement between Silay City and Land Bank. Was this complied with?
Attorney Harder,
Meron po nandun na sa isa sa and sa expanded folder po nandun. Yung sa tatlo.
Chairman Akop, if I can make a very short manifestation, considering that this investigation entails a voluminous record, which are being required from the resource persons to be submitted. May we direct instead all the resource persons to submit these documents ahead of time, instead of submitting them on the very day of the hearing. Because as you can see, we still have to check whether they are fully complied with, whether the documents are complete. And for the enlightenment of the members of the committee who are sitting on this inquiry, they still need to go over those documents. So I think practicality dictates that we have to submit them ahead of time.
Well, apology po.
Chairman Akop?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Land Bank of the Philippines, you were required to share a copy to this committee, the agreement to confirm the loan terms and conditions of the loans made by Silay City. Have you submitted such documents?
Mr. Chair, we are submitting it today.
You are submitting it today.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Did you hear the admonition of our chairman, our
Yes,
chairwoman?
yes,
Yes,
we
thank you.
apologize.
Is the
Kindly approach the COMSEC. Chairman Akop, please.
is the monetary board represented this afternoon, COMSEC?
COMSEC?
Yes, Madam Chair, they sent a representative.
The monetary board in the last hearing also was required by the committee to verify the net debt service ceiling and borrowing capacity of Silay City. Has the monetary board done such?
Monetary Board, please.
Madam Chair, this is the first time that they're attending the hearing.
Oh,
We're not invited.
did we not send any written notice concerning that compliance? COMSEC.
It was a general invitation, Madam Chair, but we attached the
Chairman
Yeah,
Akop is directing them or requesting them to submit the net borrowing capacity documents. We recognize the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, represented by Ms. Butokan. You're recognized.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair and members of the committee. For the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, may we clarify, which we also clarified with the committee secretariat, that the net debt service ceiling and borrowing capacity is not issued, nor is it certified by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or its monetary board. It is issued by the Department of Finance, Bureau of Local Government Finance, Madam Chair.
Do we have representative from the Bureau of Local Government Finance? Can you please answer to the request of the Chairman Akop about the debt borrowing capacity and the net? Yeah, the debt servicing capacity.
Madam Chair, this is our first time to attend and for your request, we'll have it.
In other words, you are hereby so directed to comply with the requirements of the Chairman Akop. Thank you. Can you do that today, Chairman Akop?
We'll secure permission from our principals.
Noted on that. Chairman Akop, please.
May I know the reason why you have to secure a permission from your principals? Are you not authorized by your principals to represent your office in today's hearing? Are you not also authorized to answer for and behalf of your boss?
So because this is the first time that we are joining this hearing, so we were asked first to observe and see the issues before the principals and our bureau provide its own opinions on this.
So you're trying to tell this committee that your authority is to observe the proceedings and not to answer inquiries made by the members of this committee. Is that what you're trying to tell this committee?
Not really just to observe, but we can answer general questions that is within our position.
Mr. Chair, point of clarification.
With the indulgence of Chairman Akop,
Yes, ma'am.
Honorable Gutierrez is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, just to clarify po, no, just to with the rules, with the COMSEC sends an invitation, it already clearly states the agenda. Is that correct?
Of course.
I would like to clarify with the COMSEC. Tama po yun, no?
Comsec, please.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we attach the agenda and the subject resolution.
So I think what Congressman Akop is driving at is the general presumption is our resource persons would know the agenda and would send the appropriate person with the appropriate authority. Sayang po ng hearing natin kapag nagpapadala po tayo ng resource person na hindi alam kung anong pinag-uusapan po dito. Just to clarify po, no, kasi nagulat po ako when the answer by the resource person was that they were here to observe. Sayang po ng isang buong hearing instead of getting answers. Just to add po to what Congressman Akop was saying. Thank you, Madam Chair.
With that, Bureau of Local Government Finance, will you be willing to provide the documents requested by the Chairman Akop, net servicing capacity and net narrowing capacity today?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Chairman Akop?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Are you going to submit such document today?
He said yes already.
We can have electronic copy submitted within the day.
Within the day?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. I think those are the only deliverables insofar as the hearing conducted on November 11, 2024 are concerned. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. Now we recognize Honorable Chairman Paduano.
Thank you. Just a short manifestation, Mr. Chairman, Madam Chair, with regards to the query being asked by Chairman Akop to the representative from the local government of Silay. When Attorney Jarder was asked about the feasibility study, he mentioned na wala pong sinabit, only
Conceptual.
conceptual study. Ito po, ito, the title itself speaks for itself. Ito, feasibility studies and conceptual design. City College, distinguished with public market, distinguished with City Hall.
Attorney Hart.
Of course, we have not yet sat and read this now. It's okay, even if this is really a feasibility study and conceptual design. But of course, kung ito ay conceptual design lang, ba't mo lalagyan ng ano? Title na feasibility study.
Madam Chair.
Attorney Jarder, before you proceed, two things only. It's either you do not know the contents of this folder or you mistakenly included feasibility study in the title. Please proceed, Attorney Jarder.
Yes po. Actually, the supposed title of that is preliminary studies po. Preliminary studies. Siguro po nakuha lang po. Pero actually, that is not feasibility study po in the sense that it is a study and of the conceptual design. Marami po kami in-include dyan and I am one of the signatories there dyan. But strictly speaking, that is not a feasibility study. That's why we included the word conceptual design po. Because yun
Then
po
why
yung...
did you have to entitle the folder as feasibility study and conceptual design when we could have written only conceptual design? Or what you mentioned, preliminary studies?
Yes po, because there are also features that are with the feasibility studies. So, yun na po yung tinitle namin.
Nonetheless, you are saying that you did not submit and these are not feasibility studies.
These are not actual feasibility study per se, because we know feasibility study involves other financial studies and other there are surveys that we have to do. In a sense, there are some features of feasibility study, But actually that
Did you conduct a full-length feasibility study, the one which includes the financial study?
hindi po.
So this is the study that you merely conducted.
Yes
That's
po.
all.
Yes po.
Chairman Paduano?
Lastly, Madam Chair, to the land bank, is that a feasibility study is not a requirement
Not a requirement, Mr. Chair.
or a loan agreement?
Just an annual, that it is included in the annual investment plan of the city, Mr. Chair.
So long as it is included
Yes, Mr. Chair.
for a loan agreement.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So basta sa AIP, okay lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
May we know if the AIP is one of the documents which have been submitted already by the LGU? Comsec? Did we require anyone to submit? And has it been submitted already?
Not yet, Madam Chair.
We are therefore directing the LGU, specifically Attorney Jarder, the city legal officer, to submit the annual investment plan of the city of Silay. If you already have one, please approach the COMSEC and do submit the same. If there are no other administrative matters, we will be proceeding to interpellation. May we know if there are...
Madam Chair,
Chairman
lastly, last
Paduano?
na lang to. Just like to ask Attorney Jarder. Kasi Attorney, yung mga unsolicited comments outside of this committee, don't you know that you can be cited in contempt for undue interference? Hindi kasi, order ka, yes or no lang po. Did you comment with regards to the food of this house, and this particularly during the November 11 hearing?
I did not do that, Your Honor.
I didn't do that, so
I
if somebody will testify, but you advise not to eat the food being served by this committee and this house because it might poison you or maybe it will drug you.
that is not true, Your Honor.
Oh, that is not true. Oh,
I did not eat during that
no,
time.
all of you. I'm also watching you, except for the other side.
That's
All of you did never eat the food being served because you advise now them not to eat.
Madam Chair.
Oh, sandali po. Oh, Madam Krisna. Please look. Ikaw sa attorney ha. I have already warned you. Pwede ko naman, if somebody will cite you in contempt here, pwede naman Christmas ka muna sa labas, pagbalik. Ma'am, will you confirm that indeed Attorney Jarder advise you not to eat the food being served by this committee last hearing?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Before you answer, can you please identify yourself?
I am Krishna Sherry Barnuevo, the City Health Officer and a former back member of Silay City.
All right, the city health officer is recognized. Please answer the question.
In relation to the question of Sir Paduano, yes, sir, I confirm that the night prior the November 11 congressional hearing, we were instructed not to eat or drink anything that is prepared in the Congress because the foods and drinks might contain drugs and those may and that will endanger us to be tested, and if ever we get positive, so there is a chance that we will be contempt.
Attorney Jarder.
That is not true, Your Honor. You can ask other from other sources, Your Honor.
Attorney Jarder, if you're saying that Krishna is not telling the truth, what do you think is the reason why she will do that? What benefit will she gain in saying that?
Your Honor, she is a congenital liar. In our, she is
Can you
not-
say that again?
She is a congenital liar. she executed an affidavit, Your Honor, please.
Hayaan ba natin to?
She executed.
Madam Chairman,
Chairman Paduano, please.
Attorney, please be careful with your comment with regards to the resource person. That is not allowed. And Mr. Chairman, I move that we cite or strike off the statement being made by Attorney Jarder against Dr. Krishna.
I'm sorry po.
Is there any second? There's a motion to strike. Motion being duly seconded and there being no objection. The motion is granted.
May I ask,
Term
Madam Chair.
Senator is stricken off the record.
may I ask, Madam Chair, the City Health Officer, I have a follow-up question on that. What was the circumstance by which Attorney Harden allegedly advised you not to consume any food being prepared or being offered to you in this house, this committee? What was the circumstances? What prompted him to say those things?
I do not know, sir, what prompted Attorney Jarder during that time.
What prompted him to say those things?
I do not know, sir, what prompted Attorney Jarder during that time, but I remember it right. We were in a meeting and I was also there, but I was not directly involved with the meeting because they were talking with different lawyers during that time. It was November 10. And then we were given instructions on the time that we will depart the hotel going to the Congress. And yes, the additional instruction not to eat or drink anything prepared at the Congress was given during also that night, sir.
So is it my understanding, Madam Chair, that what the City Health Officer is relaying to us today is they're preparing to attend and what are the possible defenses that they would have and what are the possible direction that they will be playing at, no? Once the questions will be propounded at them. Would that be a safe assumption, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so ang alam ko parang nagpe-prepare sila, ganun yung circumstance, no? O baka yung depensa nila. So baka nga talaga I would was there anybody in the meeting that could corroborate possible, kasi that's a very grave allegation na nagpo-poison tayo ng mga tao dito, ng mga bisita natin. No, I'm not asking you to speak. Turn off your microphone. Was there anybody, ma'am, corroborate?
Actually, sir, all of us were given instructions. All of the back members, including the councilors of Silay City, were given instructions during that night, sir.
Thank you. We don't take allegations of such lightly here, Madam Chair. Ikaw, attorney.
Dr. Krishna, is it true also that you were being prodded not to attend the hearing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, by Attorney Jarder?
Yes, sir.
During the first hearing yan, di ba? November 11?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, I would like to move for the citation of contempt against Attorney Jarder.
Please allow me.
There's a motion to cite Attorney Jarder in contempt, duly seconded. Is there any objection? There being no objection, Attorney Jarder is hereby cited in contempt.
Madam Chair, may I be allowed to make a motion for reconsideration on that?
You are recognized, Attorney Jarder.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Doctora Banuevo, yes, it is true that she made an affidavit that I allegedly na pinigilan ko na siyang pumunta dito on the 11th. But she was there during the 11th. Ang hindi niya po sinasabi, ako po yung nagbayad yung pamasahe, back and forth, tsaka yung accommodation ng kasama yung asawa niya. Natatakot siya kasi sabi niya, may sakit daw siya. Meron siyang, tignan niyo po, pinipilit namin siyang umatin. Ayaw po niyang umatin sana. Sabi ko, kung sabi niya may sakit siya, sabi ko, kumuha ka ng medical certificate, but make sure yung medical certificate mo is acceptable. Yun, sinasabi, yun nga yung sinasabi ko, nagsisinungaling itong taong ito dahil may utang pa siya eh. Personal ko po yung pera na yun para lang umatin siya.
I don't think that
Ito po yung
that indebtedness has any relevance
ito
to the subject matter of the contempt order.
yes po, but I am making a reconsideration that that person is lying because
Please be responsive to the allegation that you tried to stop Krishna to attend to this hearing.
that is not true, Your Honor. Ito po yung mga record nung plane ticket niya, tsaka yung polio ng hotel. Wala po siyang inilabas na pera para lang maka-attend siya kasi ayaw niya talaga umattend. So sabi ko sa kanya,
That ticket is for the purpose of today's hearing.
no, during the time na nung
For the last hearing.
yes po. Yun
How about
po.
for today's hearing?
Hindi na kami nag-usap.
Hindi na kayo nag-usap. So,
Kasi nasa kabila na siya.
is it safe to believe that if you shouldered the expenses last hearing, for today's hearing, you did not shoulder the expenses?
I did not, Your Honor.
In the interest of fair play, let's hear from Krishna Atty.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor, please, let me continue. Yun nga po, sabi niya, siya yung may sabing hindi, ayaw niyang umattend. Kaya nga dinala niya yung husband niya. Sabi ko, i-reimburse mo na, isoli mo sa akin.
You're referring to the last hearing.
Yes po. Yung ngayon, wala na kaming pag-uusap. Yung last time lang po.
Okay, we've heard you, Attorney Jarder. Now let's listen to
Madam Chair.
Krishna.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Krishna, let's give the floor first to the Honorable Roger Gutierrez.
Madam Chair, thank you very much. Just for clarification po, no, because the statements being made by our resource persons not only stand for the words they use, but give us peering into the mindset that they have po, no. Maybe have a clarification from Attorney Jarder. What do you mean by nasa kabila?
Yung pagkakaalam ko po, kinonvince siya yung nasa kabila, yung kabilang, yung mayor doon na tumatakbo against the present mayor. That is a common knowledge, Your Honor, sa Silay City. Na pinagkukuha niya siguro, pinalalabas na merong anomaly sa itong procurement. But I stand by our finding that there is no anomaly, Your Honor. There might be some small lapses, but that is
If I may interrupt you, Attorney Jarder, we are very much objective in conducting this inquiry in aid of legislation. Whether the resource persons from Silay who are being invited are pro the incumbent or against the incumbent, this is not material to us.
I understand, Your Honor.
I agree fully with the Madam Chair, and actually what I wanted to point it out was kami po, we're not from your area. We have no clue what you're talking about pagkabila, but it gives us a peer into what you are thinking po, no, that you're imputing political motivation upon other resource persons here, which we will not have po, Attorney Jarder. We give you the opportunity to explain why you will be not cited in contempt, but please do not make that a venue for you to impute political malice on other people.
I'm sorry po.
As the chairwoman